let's talk about how to find your court case. So there is a database that we subscribe to that just indexes court cases, and that database is called Westlaw. The link is here on the search tab, and then in the searching databases box, and it's the last link under Westlaw. And you see right below this box, there's a Westlaw tutorial. If you are confused by what I present or need some more detailed information, go ahead and check out this tutorial from Westlaw. It's very helpful. And I'm going to click this link, and in a moment I'll be at Westlaw. And you'll notice this looks a little bit different from what you're used to. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate some searches. So let's say I want to find a court case about child neglect in a public school. So I'm going to type in neglect public school. And you notice that I did not put in court case about because this will pull up court cases, and I will show you. I can click here on cases. And then in a moment, this is all only court cases. So that part is taken care of for me. Next, I would decide that I want to limit it just to, I'm interested in Texas especially, so I want to limit it just to Texas court cases. So I'm going to click up here by the search box where it says all federal. And then I can select any state that I would like, or multiple states. And this include related federal. You can see when I hover over the icon here, it says it's going to include cases that started in Texas but then moved on to one of these federal courts. So this is how I can narrow what state or even what circuit or what court I want to search for. So I click save, and there we go. So now I want to make sure that whatever court case I'm citing is current and that it hasn't been overturned. So what I'm going to do is look at these flags here. When I click on that yellow flag, I can click on key cite over here and find out that a yellow flag means that maybe it's been disagreed with in the past, but it hasn't been overturned. A red flag means that it has been overturned, and then a blue striped flag means that it's currently in an appeal process. And so this lets me know how, if that law is still current, whatever was decided in that court case, if it is still backed up by law, if it's been overturned, or a new precedent has been set. Okay, so those flags are very helpful. So I'm going to go back to my original search. And I decide that I look through these and I'm not getting quite what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and type in child neglect. And I will reset my state. Okay. I'm going to refresh that search there. So now I see I can click on view all 91 cases, or I could click on the left where it says cases. And I'm noticing that not every search result has the word neglect in it, like this one, for example. And you see how it has highlighted all of my search terms when they appear? And so I only want to look through the results that have the word neglect. So on my keyboard, I'm going to hold down Control F, and I get this little find bar. And since I'm in Chrome, it comes up at the top. If you're using a different browser, it might come up somewhere else. And I'm going to go ahead and type in neglect. And so now I can use this to quickly go through and only read those descriptions that actually have the word neglect in them. So after I do all of this, I read through all of these, I realize I'm still not finding a case about a child being neglected in a school. It's usually about child neglect happening at home and they're filing for school records or something like that. So I need to do something different. And so I'm actually going to go to Google and type in child abuse court case, Texas public school. And so you can see I have to be more specific for Google. I have to say that it's a court case, and I have to say what state I want it to be in. And when I'm scrolling through here, I notice that this is a news article about a court case that was against a school district. And so as I'm reading it, I find out the name of the school district and the name of the person. So I'm going to use this article to find out the name of the court case. And sometimes they'll put the name of the court case in the article, but usually you can find it on your own by just going to Google again and typing in the name of the school district and the name of the person who brought the case. So there we go. I now have the name of the court case, Rideau versus Keller Independent School District. So I'm going to go back to Westlaw and type in a search term. And now when I click here, I can see the entire court case. I have that little flag telling me if it has been overturned or not. And I have all the information that I need to be able to cite this case, which we will talk about in the next video. So as always, this was just how to find one source. Your source may be a little bit different, and you may have to do a little bit different things to try to find it. But as always, if you have any questions or you need help, you're welcome to contact me.